Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Mark's Tech. So a few weeks ago, a company contacted me asking me if I want to review their electric bicycle. Who am I to say no? Of course I said yes. I recently moved to North Carolina and there are a ton of bike trails around here, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to not only test out my very first electric bike, but also to share that experience with you guys who might be interested in picking one up in the upcoming future. So let's take a look at the bike itself and stay to the end to hear the price because it'll shock you. This is a fat tire e-bike. The larger contact area of the tires allows you to handle sticky situations probably better than most traditional skinny tires or even some mountain bike tires. The bike does look very clean and simple. It is all black, and if you're in the US and you order this bike, you'll have the option for the red wheels, which definitely adds some nice contrast with the black frame. Okay, so look, let's talk about the things that I think a lot of people are interested in when picking out their first electric bike, right? How's the range, right? I mean, people now are worried about electric cars because of range, and electric bikes aren't any different. So in my opinion, range and speed are definitely some of the biggest factors when ordering an e-bike. Unfortunately, that is kind of hard to answer because it all kind of depends on where you live. Duh. But as advertised, you can see speeds up to 30 miles an hour, which it may not seem like it's fast because, you know, when you're going 30 miles an hour in a car, it just kind of feels boring. But trust me when I say this, I mean, the feeling's insane going 30 miles an hour on a bicycle. I mean, it's awesome. You feel like a bird, except you're on the ground and you're not really a bird. It feels much faster when you're actually sitting on the bike going that speed rather than looking at someone going that speed, right? It kind of makes sense. You probably have experienced that before once or twice, or maybe 1,000 times. I don't know your life story. When you're traveling even slightly downhill, yeah, you will go over 30, 34, 35 miles an hour easily. And that just gets a little scary in my opinion. I don't really feel comfortable going down that quick on a bike. But it's so fun, man. Range also just depends on, and it's raining outside. Cool. So as I was saying, range does depend on a few factors, right? There are kind of two methods to ride this bike. You can do fully electric, right? If you're feeling lazy, hey, I get it. I'm not going to judge you. If you're feeling lazy, you can go on full electric power with those Samsung batteries. Now, another way that I kind of recommend, you know, if you want to get a good workout in, is the bike does 5 levels out of the box, but up to 9 in the menu of pedal assist. So think of it like this, right? We're going to take the out of the box 5 level pedal assist, right? So think of it like this. Level 0 is you're doing all the work, right? The bike isn't helping you whatsoever. Level 1 is slightly electric, so you're doing maybe like 90% of the work and the bike is just giving that extra oomph whenever you're going uphill. Level 5 is the top speed. The second you start pedaling even just a little bit, man, that bike takes off on you like a Tesla. I live in a pretty hilly area here in North Carolina. Every single road, I feel like in this city, has some sort of incline, hills, and all that good stuff. And I was using level 5, which is the fastest speed on that bike. It's the hardest that motor and that battery will work. And even I saw around 40 miles of range while doing that level 5 pedal assist. Now, if you need more range, no problem. Take it back down to level 4. Take it back down to level 3, 2, 1. Hey, your choice. If you live in a pretty flat area like, I don't know, Florida, the devil's armpit, as I like to call it. If you live there, yeah, you can expect much greater range. Oh, and speaking of Florida, if you live near the beach, hey, these tires are fat on the bike, so you can definitely go beach riding with it, trail riding with it. I mean, man, it's a very universal bike, basically. It feels good on the road. It feels good out in the trails. It feels good. Well, I wouldn't really call it a mountain. I don't really live near the mountains, but there are some hilly areas and with some rocks, so I like to think of it as mountains to make myself feel better. It even does good there, so that's awesome. As advertised, you can see ranges between 62 miles and 80 miles using pedal assist, and then if you are using electric, that drops down to like 24 miles, maybe like 24 to 31 miles. So you do take a big hit when you go full electric, but hey, the bike has to move its own weight and your weight. So it kind of makes sense. The bike does have a 750 watt Bafang motor, which is tried and true. And it also comes with some nice safety features, such as if you're using pedal assist or all electric mode, if you squeeze the brakes just a little bit, the power automatically cuts off. Yeah, believe it or not, some e-bikes don't have that feature. If you like riding at night, this bike does have a pretty strong LED light in the front, which does a very good job at lighting up the road in front of you, as well as a rear light. And here's the best part that I didn't even know this until I got the bike, right? It has turn signals and a horn. Oh, and I'm not finished yet. You thought I was done. I'm not. If you're riding and it gets dark outside, it has an ambient light sensor which automatically turns on the front and rear LED lights automatically. You don't need to do anything. There are two sets of keys. Well, what are they for? If you want to remove the battery to replace it or just externally charge it, there's a keyhole on the bottom of the frame. You just need to unlock that battery so it comes out. You also need that same key for it to actually turn on the bike. Instead of twisting it one way to remove the battery, you twist it the other way to turn the bike on, and that way you can press and hold the power button. The bike comes to life. More than likely, you won't really need to take out the battery. You can just simply charge the bike from the small port on the side. Just simply plug it in, and when the light on the block changes to green, you're all good. So let's take a look at the business end of the bike, the handlebars. On the handlebars, you are greeted with a very simple and intuitive way of controlling the bike. So starting from the left side of the handlebar, here you will see the throttle. You're going to want to use this whenever you want that pure electric boost. The top will change the speed of the pedal assist and the bottom will decrease it. If for whatever reason you want to turn on the rear and the front light, you can do that also by pressing this button here. On the bottom, you will get your info button, which changes the information that is on the display. The power button is, do I even really need to explain it? The right side of the handlebar, you will get your gear selectors, and that's basically it. The gears are super smooth. They shift flawlessly. No weird crunching noises, nothing. I mean, it's a very, very smooth ride. The display is super bright, and I haven't had any real issues when riding, even at noon when the sun is right over me. Although I did get sunburnt. Kids, wear sunscreen. The display does show the speed that you're going, and that can obviously be changed from miles an hour to kilometers per hour in the settings menu. It also shows the battery percentage, and I absolutely love that. I hate a lot of technology, a lot of things that run on batteries that give you bars instead of the actual percentage, because you never really know what 4 bars means. Like 4 bars, is that 100%? Is that 90%? No one really knows. So thank you for actually putting in that percentage there. That way I know for a fact, 93%, awesome. Near the bottom of the display, you'll get your actual power meter, which does show how much power the bike is using to get you moving. The lower the number, the more battery you're saving. The higher the number, the more battery you're wasting. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. If you press and hold on both the up and down buttons at the same time, you'll access the menu. Here you can change things such as top speed, for all you protective parents out there. If you want to use miles an hour or kilometers an hour, this is the menu to do it. And as well as changing the tire size if you ever choose to put on a different set of tires. Oh, and get this, this is awesome. This is why I love progression. The bike, this isn't anything new, but it's new for me and I'm excited, so shut up. The display has a female USB plug in it. So you can actually plug in your phone and charge your phone from the battery of the bike while you're riding. So that way you will always have battery in your phone in case you get lost and you're getting chased by a bear. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know your life story. The entire bike is water resistant, so rain, mud, puddles, no problem. But remember, water resistant and waterproof are two different things. Please do not go riding this bike in your swimming pool. First of all, why would you do that? Second of all, just don't. The brakes on the bike are hydraulic disc brakes. That's right, they're not mechanical, which is a great thing. Hydraulic disc brakes actually use brake fluid like a freaking car does, dude. So that just blew my mind again. Again, this is new for me. So it may not be new for you. This might be boring information for you. For me, awesome. Hydraulic disc brakes also require less force for the bike to stop, so you don't have to squeeze down on the handlebar and potentially hurt your arm or break your arm. I don't know why that would break your arm, okay, but maybe it will, and this will stop that from happening. I need coffee. Even though there's a tornado outside, basically, pretty much, I'm gonna wait to record this bit. So you guys, with the power of magic, it'll happen in a few seconds. For me, I might have to do this test tomorrow, but here's a quick video of me going 27 miles an hour and stopping as soon as I can to show off the insane power of those hydraulic disc brakes.
Your Uber is here.
So after everything I just mentioned, how much would you think this bike costs, right? Keep in mind, e-bikes go up to $15,000, $13,000, right? Well, while I was riding on the trails, I didn't get a video because honestly, I didn't really even think about doing a video, but I asked a few people on what they think that this bike costs, right? I told them everything that the bike has, kind of similar to what I just told you guys, just a lot quicker to them. So a lot of them said roughly around 3 grand, a little bit more than 3 grand, 3,500. One guy said 3,700. So that's a pretty good estimate on even what I would consider this bike to be. Well, this bike costs $6,000. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Come on, man. This bike doesn't cost $6,000. I wouldn't do you guys like that. It's 1,800 bucks. Hey, rain, stop raining. Can you guys hear that? I apologize. I'm not stopping this recording, so if it's raining outside and you guys can hear it, deal with it. So for $1,800, I mean, guys, that's less than a Galaxy Fold, which is a $2,000 phone. But this is a whole bike that has all the bells and whistles that can help you, I don't know, go to the grocery store, go on trails, have fun with your friends, family, dogs, cats. Do you guys remember boosted boards? Those electric skateboards? Well, they did an electric scooter, and that scooter costs $1,700. So for like $100 more, you're getting a bike instead of a scooter. In my opinion, great deal. So that being said, guys, if you do decide to buy this electric bike, or really any electric bike, please do maintenance on it. People don't understand that you actually need to do maintenance on a bike. You need to figure out how to clean the chain. You need to know what lubricant to use, what lubricant you can't use. Oh my God, there's so much that goes into it. And it's an investment, right? You're buying something that's fairly expensive and you want to keep it fresh. You want to keep it good. Clean your bike. If you don't know how to, there are a ton of videos on YouTube on how to clean and maintain an electric bike, or even really any bike for that matter. So guys, if you have any questions, definitely drop me a comment down below. I will be answering as many as I can. I will also leave a link to their website down below in the description, and also probably in the pinned comment, depending on how I feel. And that's basically it, guys. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.